Okay guys, so we are going to be showing you how to food lure with the basics. What I like to teach when I'm introducing food lure is, firstly, if my puppy struggles with food luring in general and staying on my hand, I want to work on just walking with my puppy. I also want to work on doing turns. And so if my puppy struggles with any of these movements, you want to reward and feed a lot. Now, when do I reward? When do I feed? If my puppy struggles with certain turns and those sticking points where maybe he doesn't fully go all the way, that's where I want to start to feed and release some kibble out of my hand. If your puppy is brand new, that'll be what you're working on. You can also start to introduce the sit with food luring. Again, to get your puppy to sit, hand comes high, so his bum drops behind, and then you're going to release the food so he understands that is the action that releases the food. Good boy. Next would be a down. This position can be a little bit more tricky. It's a vulnerable position for a lot of dogs to be in. I'd like to say start in a place of low distraction. So if there's lots going on and you're trying to do this while you're going for a walk or you're out with friends, you may struggle with this if your puppy isn't well rehearsed on their food luring skills. If you're at home in your living room, then it's a little bit more ideal to practice. The third is the heel. So in this case, I'm going to walk backwards, walk forwards. Notice how my hand still didn't come off my puppy's face. I'm using a lot more of my body to guide him into that spot. Again, we're going to do it one more time. I like to have my puppy face right in front in that sit position. I'll reward that. Because I've got the leash in my left hand, I'm going to have the food in my right. I want him to stay on my right side, so I'm going to walk him back, feed him slowly as I'm moving backwards, forward, and finish in that sit. Good boy. Break. Break, break, break. Good boy. Good job. Another command or position that you can start to introduce with the food lure is getting your puppy in between your legs. Again, the basics will help you get there. If you don't practice your turns and you don't practice taking your time and having your puppy just follow your hand, you're going to struggle with having him go in between your legs. Again, food's going to go right in front. I'm going to walk backwards. Then I'm going to swing him around as if I'm going to turn him and have him right in between my legs. I'll reward. If I'm just trying to get him comfortable in this position, I'll walk around a little bit. I'll spend a little bit more time. I'll put him in a sit, reward that, put him in a down, reward that. Just get him comfortable with being in that position. Now, to make it a little bit more advanced for people that are learning really quick, you can bring him into that middle command, reward. Now I'm going to circle him out into that heel. So to do that, I'm going to use my body and a lot of that turning with that circle to bring him out into that heel position. And so a lot of this food luring stuff is a really fun way to get multiple things done in one shot. It takes probably us 20 to 30 minutes, less than, to feed a meal. But if we're doing food luring, we're getting a lot more training, mental stimulation done in that session. You're going to have a tired puppy, you're going to have a fed puppy, and you're also going to be able to utilize these new skills as well as building a relationship with your puppy. So now we've got a little bit more communication under our belt. I'm starting to free shape some of these different behaviors, such as the heel, the down, a sit, and just moving my puppy in different directions. He's really engaged with me. He's not focused on the cameraman. He's not worried about anything else around him. He's engaging with me, and that's what I like. Good job, buddy. Good boy. Good boy.